So this is technically our last day in the Pacific Northwest where we might actually come across something. We are back on what's known as the Iron Goat Trail through Stevens Pass, right? And it is it's actually the space of an historic disaster, and the train disaster back at the turn of the century, and one of the greatest train disasters apparently in U.S. history, certainly the state's history. So we're going to be exploring this trail and some of the things that used to happen on railroads. But as we did the hiker registry, we did notice that a few people had written Sasquatch on the comments. So we'll see if there's any opportunities here as well. Okay, we've got a third of a mile, 1,800-foot concrete kind of retaining wall. It was the side of a snow shed for 2 tracks of railroad. And so what you don't see are the timbers above and the column, the piers that would go off to the left to hide the trains from the snow during the winter. But this is a third of a mile long. It's huge. This is the old train tunnel, one of them. Coming up, really chill blast from the heat of the day coming off this thing. So here's the other side of that tunnel, and man, is it old and deep. Between the 2 tunnels, this one and the one on the other side of it, it's 2,000 feet of tunnel. So bad that they were concerned about suffocation when they went through it and by the diesel exhaust.
So you can see we have a tunnel here, and as I zoom in, you'll also understand why they tell you to be very careful and not explore these tunnels. That one is completely caved in from the middle.
Yeah. Ooh, back trails and things. This is. So we're in the back here of this trail, of this oval loop. There's a spur back over here, and it's hard to see where we go. We thought we had a footprint, but it was back behind us here, in this marshy area. It goes up to the spur, which takes you to the top of the mountain where this avalanche is, all the way back up in there. That's really cool, but I don't think we're going to go back up in there today.
I know we're not going to go back there.
Okay, there's something out in the shrubs there. Can't tell what it is. I'm going to try to zoom in on it. It's not a Bigfoot. Looks like, oh my God, it's a giant moth or a giant butterfly. What the hell is that? That's how all this works.